So today we're going to be talking about why I sold my NC750X. And I know you guys are like, dude, you just finished it, you did all the mods you wanted, and not the topic of our video, but you can pretty much see what I'm riding right now. A lot of yous will know what it is. If you don't know what it is, it's my dream bike. It is a 2022 Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport ES. Oh my gosh, I love it, but that is not the focus of our video. Right now our focus is getting over one lane. Here we go. Whew. Okay, I don't like the construction where they got the little lip cutting in right there. So anyways, our focus is not my Africa Twin. We'll have a lot of content coming on that, of course. Wow, I'm extremely giddy and just in that honeymoon phase right now. My main focus today on our ride, which I think we're going to go up and maybe hit some fire roads and come down and circle around on the beach. I don't know, it might be like an hour ride. Of course, I'll cut the video down so you don't got to sit here and, you know, listen to me yak for an hour. But our goal, our topic of today's video is why the heck did I sell my 21 NC750X DCT when I love that bike so much? I just finished all the mods on it. I built it out to exactly what I wanted. Why'd I sell it? But first, as you see, we got one notch of gas. Not bad, 66 miles left still right now. But we're gonna top off just because we don't really know which route we're gonna take. So let's top off and then we'll get back on the road. You know, I wonder how much it cost to fill this bike up. I haven't filled it up yet. There we go. Okay. Let's see. How much is gas here even? For unleaded, $3.39, so pretty much $3.40. $16, $16.03 to fill up the Africa Twin Adventure Sport at $3.40 a gallon. The NC, I remember, and my Rebel is right at $10, so not too much difference. All right, so we got our gas topped off. I mean, check this out. Again, I gotta hold myself back to make this video not about the Africa Twin, but I'm that stinking giddy about this bike. Anyways, full tank of gas. We're getting like 300 miles to the tank. Holy smokes, we're gonna ride forever. Anyways, now that we're topped off, hitting the back roads, I'm not, hopefully I got the right, even though I got Apple CarPlay on the Africa Twin here, I don't even have my navigation set. You all know I don't really like setting my navigation. It's like if I get lost, hey, that'd be kind of fun, just take a different road here and there. You all know my riding style, right? But I think I'm going the right way. We'll see. But anyways, the topic. Why did I sell my 2021 Honda NC750X DCT with all of my mods on it? If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. Skid plate, GV cases, side and rear, the GV rack, the crash bars, heat crash bars. I just put the lights on it, and like a week before I sold it, I changed out the windshield to the GV windshield, which was a phenomenal windshield. If you own the NC750X, trust me, that GV windshield, am I saying it right? GV, GV, whatever. That's a fantastic windshield. It just disperses the wind perfectly. I love it. I tried a different one too, but that GV one was fantastic. Now, why I sold it is, even from day one on this channel, my 300L or whatever, I was talking about the Africa Twin back then as well, you know, but I know I couldn't handle the bike. Am I like, you know, this advanced rider now? No, not at all, and I hope never to be, right? I hope to always be cautious, aware, and not too comfortable. I think when you get too comfortable at anything, you know, whether it be riding a car, you're texting while you're riding, or a motorcycle, you know what I mean? Then I think you're just opening up a can of worms for something bad to happen. So again, I always class it as always stay aware, always practice, and always learn and always get better, you know? And every time I get on the bike, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna learn today? Wow, I'm getting way off subject. My point though is that no, I couldn't handle this massive Africa Twin before, and the NC750 is such an amazing bike. I don't even want to class it as a beginner's bike, but it would be great for a beginner. It would. There's a lot of power, and even though it's a 750, I mean, there's a lot of power, and it doesn't feel like it's going to rip you off like the Twin can in certain settings, or the Rebel. The Rebel feel like it's going to rip me off. That one's a little scarier to ride, but the weight is set perfect, low and forward. You know, everything's just balanced and very comfortable and very manageable on it. When you stop at a light, you're in control of the bike. I did some trails on it. I was in control of the bike. You know what I mean? It's such an amazing bike, and if I could have 3 bikes, I would have kept it. But you know, having 3 bikes is like a little overboard to me. It's kind of like, man, this one of these are going to collect dust. So I had to, you know, I decided to get rid of the NC, keep the Rebel. Which, you know what, I'm talking about the Rebel here. I have not done a single video on the Rebel, and I've done a lot of mods on it so far. Awesome bike, a lot of content coming on that. And then these I plan on keeping these 2 bikes for quite a while, so we're gonna have a lot of fun videos on those. But anyways, the core of it is, you all know I love traveling or just taking long, unexpected rides, not really knowing where I'm going. Which, yeah, the NC did that phenomenal, amazing. But if I see something off-road or something like that, I want to go take it, which the Africa Twin can do, which it's a beast. It's going to be a heifer off on some of those trails, especially if I go down with it or whatever. You know, it's not no tiny dual sport like the 300L or the DR650 I had. But I like the versatility I have in one package right here. I can go hit the road, cross country if I want. Got my Givi cases on order already. But I can go tour, I can go for long rides, I can go around the town, I can go hit trails, I can mix it all together in one trip. That is why 2 things. I got rid of the NC and got the Africa Twin, because I want that versatility. I don't want anything really holding me back too much. And as much as you can do with the NC750, as great as a bike as that is, its off-road capabilities were definitely limited, for sure. Like, they really were limited. But I took it off on some fun trails before, and it definitely got it done. But I just wanted to, you know, I worried. Let me put it that way. When I took the NC off on some trails, I worried. I took it easy. I had to watch my path, check my route more than anything, which is fine, right? That's fine. You got to do that. It's like a Jeep compared to a Subaru, right? We've talked about that before. The NC750 is like a Subaru. The Africa Twin is like a Jeep Rubicon. Perfect example right there. And I just wanted that flexibility and freedom. But like, if I want to go up to Georgia and do the Georgia Traverse, if you haven't seen that, go check that out online. It looks really fun. Just kind of like a mild, maybe medium-sized, medium level type of trail. A lot of Jeepers do it and stuff, and it seems like a really fun trail to do on the Africa Twin. Do that, and it comes out right by the Smokies. So we'll come right out there by the Smoky Mountains and stuff. So just think about that route, right? So I'm starting down here in the south, going up, which is going to involve a little bit of highway, right? I mean, I'll try to take as many back roads as I can, but this is the perfect example, right? So I'll take some highway, I'll get on the trace, which would be some off-road trailing, then I'll get up into the Smokies and stuff like that. So again, yes, the NC could do that, but so much easier and so many more options and flexibility with the Africa Twin. So wrapping it up, that's why I sold the NC750. It's not that I didn't like it. I love that bike. I absolutely loved it. I've done so many mods to it and made it perfect. It was a blast. It was a great bike. The power delivery was fantastic. The ergonomics were amazing. The comfort was perfect. There's so many great things about it, you know. But again, Honda classes it as an adventure bike. I'd class it first as a touring bike with, I guess, some adventure if you mod it, right? Maybe Honda should have at least put a skid plate on the NC750X, and then we could have classed it more as an adventure bike. Maybe, you know, because then at least we got that protection, because it already sits low. Slap a skid plate on it, and then I think we'd be decently set right there. But out the gate, again, I feel like you got to do some decent mods on the NC to make it an adventure bike. So I didn't sell it. Again, I didn't sell it because I didn't like it. I sold it because you all know the Africa Twin has been my dream bike. I stinking love it. It's me. It is me. Again, it does everything I want, you know what I mean, top to bottom. And I just didn't want 3 bikes sitting in a garage. Now, a funny side story here. So y'all know I spilled the beans, right? I got the Rebel. Well, we'll save the model and all that kind of stuff. Do I turn right here? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Anyways, so I spilled the beans that I got the Rebel. We'll save details on that for another video. Spilled the beans that I got the Africa Twin here. But of course, I got mods coming, so we got a lot of content. One thing I didn't mention is I also, in between all of this, I purchased a 2022 BMW 310 GS. Wow, what an awesome bike that thing is. Such a blast to ride. It's just like, it's what I wanted the 300L to be, you know, a little more tech, a little bit better on the highway, so nimble, so lightweight. Like, it's incredibly lightweight, you know what I mean? It was such a fun bike. I put crash bars, windshield, cases on it and everything. But again, I came to that conclusion. I'm like, all right, I got this BMW, I got this NC, I had my Rebel. I'm like, I got all these right here, and I'm trying to fill all these gaps that I wanted, if that makes sense, right? So you're catching my dual sports if you've been with me through those. Got the Rebel, got the NC, I got the BMW. You're catching, if you put all those bikes together, what do we get, right? You get the Africa Twin. And I think that's what I was trying to do. Like, when I seriously sit down and think about it, I was just trying to fill all these gaps that made it right in my mind where I'm not going to spend $18,000+ on a motorcycle and fill up the gaps with all these cheaper bikes. That's what I was doing in my head. I honestly think, I mean, I still haven't answered it myself, but that's my theory right there, you know? So, again, I just decided to, you know, I gotta stop doing all this and really bite the bullet. You live once. Oh, I gotta raise my windscreen, guys. Holy smokes, it's still so hot. Isn't there a temperature gauge on this? 94 degrees. And I don't have any luggage on this yet, so I got this stinking book bag on my back. Oh, it's ridiculous. It looks like it's gonna rain again. I only have 260 miles on the Africa Twin here. About 230 of those have been in rain, whether it be downpour, whatever. The roads have been wet, so I've really been learning this bike in some serious situations. So anyways, for our little ride right there, hopefully I'm going the right way to get to these trails or these fire roads. Not sure. But anyways, that is some gorgeous horses. They are precious. But anyways, that is summing up why I sold my NC750X DCT. Guys, if you're from some of my videos of that bike, trust you me, that bike is phenomenal. Don't question it whatsoever. It's, golly, I love that stinking bike, I do, but this is me. And we're gonna have a lot of fun videos with this, a lot of fun videos with the Rebel. Probably would have had fun going down that dirt road, or this one. I don't know what that one is right there. I need to slow down so I can cut off onto some of these right here. But anyways, guys, that's all I had for today. Why I sold my Honda NC750X. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and I hope to catch you in some other videos, because again, we're gonna have a lot of mixed bags here. Again, adventures on Africa Twin, adventures on the Honda Rebel. We're gonna have a lot of fun and a lot of cool mods and just discussions about two fairly different bikes with quite a bit of similarities, if you're catching my drift. So again, subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.